Dun, 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 dun. Still not. I don't like it because
5, 4, 3, 2, David Fraley.
I don't like that you give me this look like I've got to talk about TFT.
That wasn't going to be my first
that
topic.
wasn't.
No, it was
you
not.
100% gave
No,
me this
I got.
look.
You want me to start with my first topic of discussion?
Yeah.
Do you know what your e-girl said to us when you were in the shower?
No.
What did T-Voss say when you put the headphones on?
The wrinkly dick.
The wrinkly dick?
Yeah.
Oh, so he made that up. Okay, good. So she popped into am I okay? I want to talk about everything about this girl.
I mean, I guess whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so she popped in. This is a girl that you know through World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And she just has. This is what we learned from her when you were in the shower.
You guys were questioning her?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because I was curious.
Why would you do that?
I first started off by saying like, hey, let's say her name. Hey, Becky.
Yeah.
Hey, Becky, do you have a crush on James? And she didn't say anything, and I was like, because he has a crush on you. And Tyler Voss goes, oh.
I checked my Discord while I was in the shower.
Yeah.
Not even for that, like to see what you guys were doing. I had to message somebody in my guild, and I was like, I had sent them something on WoW, and I was like, oh no.
So at first she popped into the Discord, and she was like, hey, I need you guys to help on roll. She just started naming all these tasks off for us. And me and T-Voss were like, yeah, we can do that, sure. And she's like, I'll tip you guys. And she was saying like in-game items for us. And I was like, we like those. we don't play World of Warcraft. She thought it was you.
Yeah, obviously.
Because I was on your account. But which is weird because I don't know why she didn't know that I wasn't you by the voice immediately.
Yeah. Oh, so you were talking to her for a while and she didn't realize?
And she was like, "Yeah, I think James has a crush on me." And I was like, "I don't know, maybe." She's like, "Why? What did he say about me?" And T-Voss is like, "I don't think we can repeat it." So I said, "Do you have a crush on him?" She's like, yeah, maybe, but it just wouldn't work because I'm so far away. And then it kind of was quiet, and then she goes, he sent me a picture of his dick.
Did she?
Yeah, and I was like, wow. Was it cute at least? And she goes, he put a bow on it. And I was like, oh, okay. Is that true?
No.
That isn't true? She made that up?
No. And she also sent me like fucking 20 nudes.
She didn't bring that part up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I add the second part to this?
What?
That you were telling me about her the other day?
No.
You don't want me to bring that part up?
What part?
Rating with her.
Oh, yeah, let's not like...
All right, we'll skip that. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Because that's just too in-depth about like... the situation that like isn't entertaining because people that are watching more than likely don't play World of Warcraft and don't like understand it. So yeah.
I think people would get it, but that's fine. That part might be a little bit meaner. So that's okay. She likes you, bro. Yeah, she's got a little crush on you.
An online girl, yeah.
Yeah, she lives she said Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think.
So we're going to Pennsylvania. You can meet up with her.
Yeah. Dude, that chick's a dude.
I don't know. T-Voss is like, have you seen him? You've seen him, right? When she said yes to having a crush on, and she goes, he's not that bad. And then all of us kept going like, and then we went really high pitched. Okay. So then when you came back and you're like, did she say anything? And we were like, no. That was a lie.
So from now on, we're going to do Discord calls. Again, we're going back to Discord calls.
That's okay. That's like, I like Discord because of being able to like, hey, they're my friends. We can all just hop in there. But you did this thing where you added people like her who can expose you like that.
That's so fucked.
That's not your own fault.
Because you guys, she didn't just bring up that he sent you a dick pic.
She did bring that up on her own.
No, somebody asked it, and I know that it was probably T-Voss.
No, we didn't ask. No,
yeah,
neither.
For sure,
I swear to God.
Because literally You or T-Voss asked literally a girl like a day ago, like, hey, has James sent you his penis?
No. I swear she sent it on her own. She said it on her own. I swear to God.
Oh, God.
She was just like, I've seen his penis. And Brando goes like, yeah, we all have. Yeah, and then I was like, well, we can't just leave it at that. We have to keep going in. We have to learn about James's inner demons and sexual deviance.
Hey.
So that was my first topic of discussion I wanted to talk about, not TFT. So
it was about me, though. So it was about me.
One for the kid.
God.
I have a lot I actually can talk about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that girl,
she seems nice.
Yeah, I was in Discord with I think T-Voss and her and Brandon maybe, and we were playing TFT. It's such a calm, relaxing game.
Not for you.
Just a game that you can.
This is something I wanted to talk about.
This is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
For me though, oh man, does it really irk my gherkin, because it's a game largely based on like RNG, so random number generator.
To describe your anger level.
You want to scratch my back?
Yeah, sure, no problem. To describe your anger level, we played a game of regular League of Legends today. Mm-hmm. And you told us to do a very simple thing in the first minute of the game.
Yeah.
And you said, hey.
Something very simple.
Can Manfred and you ward this bush? Which, if people don't know what video games are, it's just like it takes no effort. You can just do it. And it'll significantly help you out. Yeah. Manfred and I were like, no, it's okay. We're not going to do that.
Said, no, mid. The one person that who
wasn't playing with
was going to do it, and I said, "Yeah, just do it." And then
neither of us said anything. We just didn't do it.
Yeah, and then luckily we end up spotting him.
And then you say, "What the fuck? You guys fucking tilt me so much. Like, I don't even know why the fuck I play with you." You just started screaming at us like that. And also, nothing bad happened.
Timeout. Something bad would have happened, but he was spotted on a ward.
That
I placed.
Then we didn't need to ward.
But that ward wasn't like really in an optimal spot. He just took a really crappy path.
And that's on him.
Yeah, it was on him. Complete luck, and it turned out in your favor, which I hate, because this shit just happens to you all the time in video games too, where like bad things should happen.
Hey, slow down. But, I know your anger is getting out of hand. This was just to describe how angry you get. Yeah. So we can tell the other story.
Yes, but
you don't need to go on a little tangent.
Because you get so lucky where things should just go wrong, and then you're like, hey, look, it worked out. And then it's like, oh, now my anger is just misplaced because, I got angry about something that's so simple. That
You're
you guys
mad because I'm a higher rank in this game.
No. I'm not there yet. Okay, but like I get mad about these things, right? And then it's something that even you know in hindsight you can go, oh yeah, I should have done that.
I always
and that should have turned out badly, but it never does for you.
No,
you're a person that just like you could stumble, fall, and like somehow always land on a pillow.
Yeah.
Like, and you fall a lot.
Yeah.
Like you're a clumsy guy.
I fall constantly.
Yeah. Walking hard for you.
Sure.
Yeah. And you just boom, pillow. Oh God, thank God that was there. Look, guys, it wasn't so bad, huh? So
if it bothers you so much, just go Poison Rangers every game.
So TFT, calm game. I'm angry. I'm just an angry person.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm playing with T-Voss and Brandon. Maybe I don't know if Brandon's there even. And that girl's in the chat or in Discord with us, and I'm just like, me and T-Voss going back and forth, blah blah blah. I'm literally one unit away from like difference of being 5th place and 1st place, because I would have had a 3-star carry, which is just like a big thing. Like this, although it seems like one thing could have changed. No, it was literally one thing, and I got it. And as I was getting it, it wasn't quick enough. It was literally a millisecond too late because it started combining them.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Fuck." Please go through, and it didn't go through, and I lost that next round, and it eliminated me. So I took my headset. I was like, "Fuck!" and I threw my headset, and I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't throw my headset right away, and they started laughing hard because I screamed, and then I was like, I don't want to hear these people anymore. Threw my headset, hit my monitor, and I broke my $300 monitor with my headset. And I also broke my headset technically, but it just was like. One bolt came out and it was easy to fix. So
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. So I did a 2-for-1-er. And so I was one monitor short for a little bit, and I was really bummed about it. And then, like, even afterwards, I was like, man, I wasn't even that mad. Because I still took, like, 4th or 5th place.
I've been listening to a lot of League of Legends podcasts. So, okay. Like, about the Pro Gaming League, the LCS, even the LEC, right?
Okay.
And a big sponsor that they're having this year is mental health in video games.
Really?
And I think you should
look into it.
Because it's not uncommon for you to do something like that, or to freak out, or to just get so angry that you explode. Why do you think this comes? Where do you think this comes from? You have such a weak mental, as the kids would say.
As a kid, I was beaten.
No, you weren't.
Oh yeah. I was.
By who? I mean, your brother, I guess.
Sexually harassed.
Also not true.
I was murdered.
That one was true.
I was murdered as a kid.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just fucked up in the head, man. I'm just really fucked up. I've been crazy my whole life, dude.
That doesn't justify.
Like there was like points and times where like something as small as like, oh, I once had my coworker. Now he was a family friend of mine for a long time. I put a decent amount of ketchup on my hot dogs, so I came over to the table with some ketchup, a lot of ketchup on my hot dog, and he goes, "Hey, want some hot dog with your ketchup?" I go, "Fuck you!" And I took my hot dog full of ketchup, middle of the day, just chuck it at him. And
that's not even a good joke.
He's just covered in fucking ketchup.
Yeah.
For such a small thing. His mom, who's like also my boss right now, came outside and thought that I punched him and like made him bleed.
But it was just ketchup.
And it was just like such a small thing, and it pissed me off so much that I ran inside and like threw a fit. Temper tantrum. I've had these issues my whole life.
If you were a leader of a country, you would be a dictator, but didn't think you were like a bad dictator. You would think you were like a benevolent leader, and then if somebody crossed you,
you're saying this because I don't poop. I really like that. Like me looking for approval, and you just silent. Is that why you're saying this?
I just think that there was you have been put in the position of being a leader in like football teams, or because you're just loud, people go, "Oh, this guy knows what's going on."
Gravitate towards him. Yeah, I've always, I'm because when I'm not angry and I'm not throwing a fit, I'm very charismatic as well, and people gravitate towards me a little bit.
But the anger is so overbearing.
Yeah.
That I just don't know.
For small things too, like people can be like, "Hey, don't want to hang out with you today. Hanging out with my girlfriend."
Yeah,
I'll be like, "That's just fucking annoying." Click. And I'm done with that conversation. And that's been an issue for all my friends.
That's fucking annoying.
Brandon used to get it constantly. Just, that's annoying. Gone, and you're out of my life. You're gone.
It.
You're no longer my friend now.
Well, that's fucking annoying.
That's fucking annoying. Yeah, it's always been little things. Like if I can't have hot dogs for dinner, fuck you, I'm moving out. I'm fucking 8 years old. I can support myself, bitch, and I'll have all the hot dogs I want. Stop looking at my stomach when I'm talking about food.
I just want to say this. Sorry, I forgot that this girl mentioned this. And I need to bring it up. She also said when
I have big muscles.
That's a very good close guess.
Is it?
Tyler asked, "Why do you him?" She's like, it's not that bad. At least he works out. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And then Tyler said, "Is that new?" And I just let her believe it.
Yeah.
Why does she have that thought?
Because she's seen, there's this picture that goes around where, remember when I'm holding that baby?
That's like
my nephew.
You're catfishing her.
I mean, I am and I'm not. I mean, she's seen like recent pictures of me too. But
does she watch the podcast?
No, probably
Thank
not.
God. Because
when I told her that I did a podcast, she was like, "You're a nerd," and I was like, "What do you think the podcast is about? Just video games?" Which it sometimes is.
Yeah.
But it's mainly about masturbation, and she doesn't know that.
No. She's not aware. She came in. Didn't know it was you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "This is David." She's like, "Oh, you guys do that blog together?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes."
Yeah, we do the blog.
We do the blog.
The best description.
How old is she?
I don't even know.
Whatever.
See, like the fact that she thinks that I have this huge crush on her, I don't ever go out of my way to talk to this girl, and also like I don't know anything about her.
Did you know she lived in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it was in my mind. Yeah, I knew.
Okay.
I knew of it, but it like wasn't like.
All I know is
that
right down the so I was like, "What state does she live in?" Yeah. You would have been like.
My first thought was to say New Jersey.
New Jersey? That's close enough.
But then
right?
that was just because I watched The Love of
My Life.
There
are certain
today.
States in my life.
Halsey.
There are certain states in America that I know by name, but I can't place them.
Like I don't even think of Pennsylvania as Pennsylvania. Like I don't know anything else there.
It's just like a rectangle, right?
It's just Philly, right?
It's just Philly. Like, no, they have Pittsburgh.
Do they?
That's it. Pittsburgh and Philly.
Wait, they have two big cities.
Yeah.
Because Pittsburgh's in not Ohio.
Hold on.
No, it's definitely not in Ohio.
No, it's in Philly. Or
is it?
No, not Pennsylvania.
All right, close on my OnlyFans.
Pittsburgh
is
city in Pennsylvania.
Really?
I told you. Yeah, they got two.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they got two.
I guess you get two sometimes. Yeah, I had no idea.
They have the Eagles and the Steelers.
That's nuts. Those are two pretty big teams.
Yeah, pretty good franchises too.
Yeah. I mean,
and pretty loyal fan bases.
Which is really funny because like
usually when
Florida just like has like 4 teams and they're all shitty.
But everybody's kind of Dolphins fans.
Yeah, and they're all bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wait, it's just Dolphins and Tampa Bay, right? Is there one more?
Pennsylvania probably has. So Eagles and Steelers are two fan bases in the relative same area.
And like all their teams, and they're like very diehard fans too.
Yeah.
There's also like the Pittsburgh Penguins, right? Isn't like
I don't know.
I think that the Penguins are from Pittsburgh, and then there's also like the Philly Flyers,
76ers,
the 76ers, the Pittsburgh fucking
the
Cavaliers.
Nobody cares about the Pirates,
which
is the baseball team.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit's crazy. I fucking had something. Oh, so. Back to the TFT thing.
Yeah.
You recently passed me up.
Yeah, I did.
In ranking.
Yeah, by a lot.
Which is really annoying for me.
Yeah.
Because you just rub it in my face now for the last day and a half that you've been ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been calling, and I just start with saying, like, stay on top, like I'm scared of the drop.
Yeah.
I was on top when the shit meant a lot.
Yeah, you sing that every single time that I hear from you.
For the past couple of days.
For the past day.
I mean, where the fuck should I really even start?
That's a banger. That's a tune. That's a grade A tune. Don't get me wrong. And it's
about my life in TFT.
And you asked me today, should I make a movie about this? And I said, it really is movie like how it happens.
You said, okay, but you have like 30 more games than me.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not about the journey. It's about getting there. Which is what they always say.
That's what they always say. Nothing else matters except for where you're at right now, and maybe
that's the end. Now.
Always. That might be the end. But if it's not the end, then it doesn't matter after that. It's just right here. This is what matters.
The here and the now. That's what matters.
Yeah.
And
hopefully it lasts long.
Almost. I mean, let's say you lost that gold 3 and you went gold 4, right?
Yeah.
And I was gold 1.
Yeah.
How would you feel? Legitimately.
Would have broken another monitor.
Would you be upset?
No, I'm not that, because it's not my main, like, that's all you're playing right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, consistently.
It's my game.
You also, like, play, like, smaller, like, Battlefield every now and then or whatever. Like,
Battlefront. Star Wars.
Yeah, whatever.
Get it right.
You play that, like, once every 2 weeks or something. But other than that, you're just playing TFT. Nonstop.
That actually fucked me because, you know how it goes. Thursdays, a little tight for cash.
Yeah.
The PlayStation's subscription just hit $10 out of the account. Yikes! So what do you do? What do you do when you got $14 left in the week?
Yikes! I never get there.
I'll tell you.
It makes me really scared.
I'll tell you. So You get a meal that costs $12. Mm-hmm. One meal, and you just eat the entire thing, and I feel so sick.
Oh, my tummy.
Can you eat anymore? But we still do. And you finish all of Vulcan Euros. Oh, not feeling good. And then you sleep for half the day, and now you're not hungry anymore. So you don't have to eat twice. And now the kid's got $2 in the account.
Oh, no. This hurts so bad.
And that's how my morning has been going.
That's so goofy.
You don't do that?
No, I do want to say, though, that this is the least in shape that I've been in a long time.
Yeah.
And before, like, it used to be just, I blamed it, like, I could genuinely say before it was just like a bad metabolism thing, because I don't think that I ate like as much as you.
But now you don't think so.
Recently, I've been pounding shit, dude. Like, no fucks given. Like, pizza 4 days in a row. No fucks given. I saw Papa John's. I saw Papa John's interview on H3, and I was like, I'm inspired, and I ate 50 pizzas 4 days.
50 pizzas 4 days. 50 pizzas 4 days.
50 pizzas in 4 days. And it was no problem for me.
Why not just lose the weight?
Well, I'm going to.
Oh, you are?
Well, the thing is...
When's the bet that you made with me?
I have 8 months, I think.
8 months to what?
Huh?
You made a bet with me that I wasn't agreeing to, and you said, hey, 8 months, I lose all the weight? And
no, a year.
A year? Which was what, 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
What's the amount that you need to get down to? I didn't even know.
Like 190, I think.
190?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh right now? 275?
Like 315.
Holy fuck, dude! You're not getting that.
No, I'm not 350.
How much do you weigh?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
What, are you scared?
No, I mean, I can kind of feel it. Like 340.
Yeah, I get that.
No, I'm pretty big right now. I'd probably say like 275. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I do got a lot to lose, but I have a lot of time.
We started real late today.
Yeah, we started really late.
Hey, we definitely could have started at 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why lie?
No, I couldn't.
You couldn't? You had to be in the raid chat?
Yeah.
You had to say what's up?
Because I'm in a new guild.
Well, okay, so now that it's officially that you're in a new guild and you guys raid on Thursdays,
mm-hmm.
Do we not do the podcast ever on Thursdays?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
For the most part. Hopefully.
How is
Unless
it that
things change in the week.
Unless something day of happens that we have to change.
Like if I'm really tired.
Was that yesterday?
I mean, it was and wasn't. I was out till like 9:20, 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
No, 9. I got home at
We need to figure out a place to live.
Yeah, we do.
Because once we have a place to live, hopefully we can just do the podcast whenever.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we can do it whenever makes it like, that scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it just won't get done on time and it'll be like procrastination.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just stick to Wednesdays, but we can do it earlier on Wednesdays or something.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I hope, and then I can actually edit the video right away and upload it, and then it would just be solid.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a dream.
But if you're touching my computer when I don't want you to, I'll be really angry.
We just do it from my computer.
No, you don't. Your computer can't do it.
Why couldn't it?
Because yours is like a sailboat. Mine is a fucking yacht.
So we take one PC test.
Yeah. Mine also isn't doing too good though. I need a new graphics card.
Yeah, we got to do that, huh?
Yeah. You want to buy me a graphics card?
Can't afford it. $2 in the account.
Yeah, just fucking take out your savings, bro.
No.
We've
been saving. We've been saving nice.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Because me?
I know. Mm-hmm. How much do you have in your savings account right now?
400.
Come on.
It was at a solid $4,000.
What happened to it?
Vegas.
And then what?
Just down. I lost. I mean, all in all with Vegas, it was about $3,000.
Yikes! I don't think I spent that much.
You don't think?
Yeah.
You didn't lose $2,000 gambling?
Yeah. Why did you think that was okay?
I was like, fuck it, dude. I mean, well, because here's my thing. This is my thought process. I was all in on the Dolphins winning. The Super Bowl.
That one I had your back on, that was my mistake.
Yeah, so I put $15 on, because although I was gambling, not doing so hot on the roulette at all. Roulette was fucking me hard, and the slot machine. You
could have got out early, and then you were up like how much?
$700.
Yeah, immediately. It would have been solid if you got out there. It was good.
Yeah, and it was just really.
You could have paid for your whole trip basically that.
But then, put $15 on the Dolphins. Who cares? I get $30,000 when they win the Super Bowl. Come to find out, they didn't win the Super Bowl. I just found that out like 2 days ago. Because I tried cashing it in. I called up Vegas. I said, hey, so since the Dolphins won, where's my money? And they said, hey, sir, the Packers won? And I said, what? Are you serious? I would know that.
I feel like sports betting has been going like crazy lately. Now that there's so many apps that you can do it on.
Yeah. Oh.
Have you gotten into it?
I mean, just that once.
Just that?
Did we talk about that before?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. During the Packer game, I put, was it $100 on
Jimmy Graham?
Jimmy Graham to catch 5 touchdowns, 65 yards, and 1 touchdown.
He was very close.
65 yards, 5 receptions, 1 touchdown.
Something he's never done.
Something that he's never done, but he had a catch that they said wasn't a touchdown, even though there was not enough proof, and it was definitive. Everybody was like, "There's not enough proof for that."
If he had a touchdown,
I
feel like he would have gotten another catch.
He was 1 reception away. Then he was 1 reception for 4 yards. That's all he needed, and I would have won $2,400, and then I'd have probably $400 more in my.
Oh my god, $2,400! We would have quit our jobs right there.
Yeah, I would have quit my job. I would have been gone.
Yeah, we were set. We could live our dreams out.
How many sticks of butter could you eat?
2 flat. I mean, in practice, I usually can get about 1.5, but I think in competition, I get 2 down.
If I have water, 36.
No way.
Yeah, because the trick is dunking the sticks of butter.
Yeah, I just eat them raw.
And I'll do it fucking like.
Do you think you can eat a stick of butter on camera?
On camera? Yeah, for sure.
I want to mention this one thing that I don't think I've mentioned to you.
Okay.
So I met my girlfriend's parents over the weekend.
Okay.
Which was a blast.
Yeah.
Non-stop fun.
Yeah. Hey, as meeting your girlfriend's parents always is.
Yeah. One thing that people love doing is meeting their girlfriend's parents. Everybody loves it.
They always love it. Yeah.
Everybody has a blast.
Yeah. Not ever on edge, never, no anxiety.
No anxiety, not nervous. It's just through the roof fun and just a great time.
And you made the mistake of wearing a gray shirt and you were just covered in sweat. And
Are you okay, David? No, I'm good.
I'm good. You didn't get a haircut, didn't wear a hat, and you just looked like a fucking root beer lollipop that got thrown on the ground. And
luckily, they liked it. They were fine with that.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, you look like a fucking lollipop that got dragged over some dog hair, but you look good, man."
Everything went okay.
I was sweaty.
Everything went okay.
Okay.
No problems.
Yes.
Nothing horrible.
I think you did tell me the story.
The only interesting thing that happened was we were talking, and the
you want to throw axes?
Stepfather, he goes, "Hey, what's your credit score?" That's what he asked me.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Is it cool?
You know what's funny about that is that's a question that you'd ask a random person.
Yeah. That it's a weird question because I'll ask it openly.
Yeah. To somebody that you'll never see again.
Yeah.
Which is fine for you because it's like, oh, you never have to see that person again. Did you answer?
Yeah, 550.
420, is that good? Is that good?
It's not a big deal.
And you go, speaking of me having a low credit score, can you loan me $5,000?
I'm in a pinch.
Yeah, I'm in a pinch. I'm in a real big pinch, man.
He asked me because he said, I was talking about my job. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, I get benefits for the 401k. And then he goes, how much money do you put in the 401k? And I said, 15%. And he was like, 15? Like he 1.5? That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I said, yes. Right? And then he goes, what's your 401k? What's your credit score? Like it was like sort of a natural progression, but not really.
Yeah.
And it was a little jarring, but I answered it.
What did he
his
say?
justification was like, the reason why I asked is because you put so much money in your 401k, I assumed you're financially like thinking, so I assumed you had like a good credit score as well.
Huh.
Which, all right, I guess.
Do you have a good credit score?
417.
Which is pretty good. And he was like, oh, so you're putting your whole paycheck in.
I'm putting it all.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Why do I need money
when
banks keep on giving me a card with money on it?
It's no problem.
It's no problem. I cut them up, ask for a new one, get a brand new one, $5,000
do I got a higher ranking credit score than you too?
I don't know.
I think I'm like right now gold 2, like teetering on the gold 1 in credit score.
Really? Because I'm plat 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You might, maybe.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like saying it on fucking podcast.
That's fine.
But mine's good. I'd say it's pretty good.
I
just think that like you have a lot less bills, so.
Yeah, I just got a credit card.
Yeah.
What is the word? I just didn't get a credit card super early, which I should have.
Yeah.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? Gotta know.
Fuck it.
Credit limit of $500.
Yeah.
It's still not going up.
Really?
It started at $300.
Have you applied?
And it went up to $500. No, because every time you ask, it's like a hit on your credit score.
I mean, for like a point.
Yeah, but fuck it. What's the point?
Cares?
I'll just keep applying for a Discover card.
That also takes it.
Yeah.
I apply for credit cards all the time. It's no problem.
I used to because I didn't realize it made a hit on your account.
I used to too, and like they just never told you that.
Yeah.
Like
also some people because a random woman at Target can be like, "Hey, you want to apply for a credit card?" And
and they'll just check your credit score, and that takes a hit, and then they'll also apply you.
Like, does this take a hit on your credit card? They'll go, no idea. I have no clue. And they'll just do it.
Some people will tell you no, it doesn't.
Yeah,
which is just bullshit.
I know, which is bull.
Yeah. Kohl's does that all this fucking
No,
time.
not at all.
Yeah, no.
But it does.
Yeah, it does.
It shows right up
for
2 years.
Yeah. It's bullshit. I hate that shit. Yeah.
Well, you want to wrap up?
Yeah, were you done?
No.
We're at 30 minutes. I mean, yeah, I'm just in a real weird fucking funk right now because it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Whose fault is that?
Yours.
You told me to play TFT.
Okay, that one's solely on you.
Yeah.
Stop scratching your foot.
No, I'm warming it up. It's cold. I'm not scratching it.
It is freezing down here.
Yeah, my feet are cold.
I wake up every day like...
Do you really?
Yeah.
Hey, can you clean up this room?
No.
Do you like it being messy?
Mm-hmm. Like it a lot.
Are your Fridays now just you playing video games and getting drunk? Is that what your Fridays are? How many Fridays in a row have you done that now?
One? Mm-hmm. Didn't do it the Friday before that.
Okay.
And then the Friday before that was your birthday.
Yeah.
And the Friday before that I did it.
Okay.
The Friday before that I didn't do it.
Okay, so it's every other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This one will be two.
Because I only mention it because there's so much fucking soot from that on the table.
Yeah, it's just there's also things just laying on the floor that I just didn't realize.
Like what?
Like half-eaten pizzas.
Oh, there it is.
It's just down there. Yeah, no, I gotta clean this place. I woke up in a like fucking
when?
Like 4 days ago. I was like, it's disgusting down here.
And you haven't done anything?
No.
When's the last? You say I don't think you do chores. What are your chores here?
Don't do chores.
I don't think you do.
No.
You don't do anything, right?
I do my laundry.
And that's it?
Yeah. I mean, I wash like the dishes I use.
Which is, how often do you eat out? Not as often as me.
I mean, yeah, I don't really eat food here.
So you don't ever do dishes?
No, because we also have like plastic cups. So I have like the cups down here that I gotta actually.
So you don't clean down here. You don't clean anything upstairs.
Yeah, spend a lot of time playing video games.
Well, you need to grind.
Yeah, which is important. It's important.
I don't know.
It's really important.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've been in a weird spot in my life.
Doing what?
Just like packing on LBs and just playing video games, not worrying about much else. And it's probably gonna bite me in the ass soon. But hey, we're living right now in the moment where we are right now. It's no issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been eating a lot.
Has it been tough for you to do this podcast?
Why?
I'm just asking.
No. Has it been tough for you?
I think some days, yeah.
Why?
I think some days it's hard to like, because some days I feel like it's hard to find things to talk about. And I think sometimes
I feel like that sometimes
because I feel like we're kind of doing, we end up doing like the same couple things.
What same couple things?
Like we're not doing a lot of new stuff anymore.
You know what the issue is that we talk to each other on the phone too much.
Yeah, probably.
So like everything that we want to talk about is just like not new to us.
Yeah.
And it's hard to stay engaged when things aren't like new to us. But I don't know. I don't find it like right now. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing like some blanks on some shit to talk about because we really blew through like my one thing of punching my monitor or whatever, or breaking my monitor.
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
But yeah, week to week, it's sometimes it's tough to figure out how to keep it up with you. Having to look at you for an hour.
Yeah, I mean it's also tough looking at you, dude.
But no, it's not that I don't want to do
rough,
it,
bro.
It's that it's hard to keep talking and like keeping things relevant and interesting.
The time traveler.
Oh yeah,
that guy's just like got a big issue with lying and quitting jobs. That guy's on his like 15th job and just still lying about stuff.
I'm trying to think of how to explain this without being too revealing, I guess.
Yeah. This guy has a new job and like constantly talks.
This person in our life is just like every couple of months he has a new job, a new endeavor,
and he's always talking about like grinding, doing the most, like posting on all social medias about how hard he's working and stuff. And it's like, hey, like working hard isn't quitting your job.
And then he'll work with mutual friends of ours.
Yeah,
and then he'll just be terrible,
either really bad at the job or just like gets fired or quits. Like out of nowhere.
And every person who's ever worked with him.
Yeah.
And I think I have three, maybe 4 stories of different people.
I've heard of 2 now.
I've heard of working at the floors.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard now working at that bar where everybody goes.
Mm-hmm.
And because he was working there.
Oh,
as a bar back.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That's
and then now with our hairdresser friend.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he was doing there.
Yeah, I don't think it was at the hairdresser. I don't know.
But
yeah, that guy is fucking nuts.
He just keeps like I guess I don't want to say we're not friends with him, but we're not like telling him. No, it seems like nobody's is saying, "Hey, you're doing all these fucking crazy things."
Yeah, you're doing crazy things and lying. Constantly.
And lying.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going out of our way, but we also don't spend much time with him in general anymore.
I know.
But yeah.
At a certain point, I guess, with like friends, like what can you do?
Yeah, you can't really help fucking somebody that's just like a chronic liar, because you also can't get the truth from them to like help them even. A lot of times. Did you watch the Hot Ones today?
I skipped it.
Really?
The Halsey one?
I liked it a lot.
Was it good?
She has a Hot Ones tattoo.
She got it before the show.
She's had it, I think.
She likes the show that much?
I think so. And she was a good interview.
Was she?
Yeah.
Halsey?
Yeah, and I also love her.
I do like Halsey. There's that one video. That one video.
Yeah.
Where she's dancing to Chance the Rapper.
Yes.
It's the only video.
Shaking her butt.
It's the only video I've seen of her. Love it.
I really like it because like you get entranced by people just based on like videos that these celebrities will make.
Yeah, you check out that TikTok of I showed you the TikTok the other day of them doing the face zoom ones, and she does the 4 different faces on TikTok. Mm-hmm. The 5, 4, 3, 2, do. I
haven't seen that.
Yes, you have. I have.
Who does it?
She's fucking. I don't know what the fuck her name is. It starts with an A. She's one of the dancers. She's 19, so it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the blonde hair one.
Yeah.
Out of the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you did.
And you're like, I don't like this video, but I could watch it a couple times.
Yeah. You get that with these like good looking women, but you get that with all celebrities. Like for a while, you had it with Harry Styles.
Yeah, that's true. There's just specific things that sometimes
you just get entranced by people.
Yeah, sure.
If people dance like a certain way too, it will also entrance you. You'll be like,
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. And I'll keep watching it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'll just be shirtless, just watching it.
Speaking of celebrities, I wanted to talk about Pete Davidson and his special. Mm-hmm. I have to say first off, I like Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I like Pete Davidson.
I liked him on Weekend Update. His first special was okay, right? Mm-hmm. And I was hoping that
I haven't seen his first.
I was really going to enjoy this one, and it was just okay, and I just thought it was mediocre.
You said actually originally
that it was bad.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't like it at all. And then I was like, I gotta watch.
Yeah, I mean, if I have a laugh out of it, then it's hard to say that I don't like it.
Yeah,
because it made me laugh, which is true.
I laughed quite a bit sometimes. The only thing that I don't like about it is so one of his jokes in it is about Louis C.K. Yeah. And it's just a story about fucking Louis C.K.
I got it. I gotta keep talking.
It's a story about Louis C.K. just being like an asshole to him when he was getting started. And the issue that I had was, okay, tell that story, that's fine. But it almost seemed like whoever the director and producer of it was, and Netflix obviously signed off on it and watched it and shit.
Yeah.
They did the whole edit around that story.
What do you mean by that?
Like, that story was the hard open.
Yeah.
Like, it did the opening shot, like, or whatever that it did, where he's not in it at first, and you just hear him you hear audio only. So Louis C.K. was trying to get me fired, and this is that story.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to him telling that story. And then as soon as he finishes it, hard cuts goes to the rest of his stand-up.
Yeah. Well,
which is fine, right? Mm-hmm. Do that with it's a fine editing, fine directing. But the issue that I have with it is, since Netflix signed off on this and was like, okay, this is what I want to promote on Netflix, and we're going to give you this special on Netflix, it makes me fear for Louis C.K. ever returning.
Well, here is my only counter thing, is that Pete Davidson gets to choose where his bits go.
Well, yeah, I get that, right?
And if I had to guess, I'm sure of all of his all of the bits that he did on the special, that probably was the one that got the best response. And just I
think it's the most memorable.
In when it comes to Netflix,
because it wasn't the funniest thing that he said.
No,
none of it was really that funny about the story. It was just the most memorable because it's a story that
a lot of times comedians put their best couple things in the beginning so people continue to watch. Mm-hmm. They'll put their closers sometimes right,
which is that's why I like Chris D'Elia a lot, because in Incorrigible, he even said this before, his ending jokes are really funny.
Yeah.
He has some really fucking good ones at the end. And
because that's how you're supposed to, that's how people did it back in the day.
And also, the front ones are also really good, though. But he was like, I know that some people weren't watching Incorrigible fully through because I, backloaded it.
Yeah.
I put my funny jokes at the end. And I knew that the other ones were funny, obviously, but I knew that they weren't as funny as my end ones. But that's all people would quote to me from Incorrigible was my first few jokes.
Yeah.
And he was like, so Man on Fire, he front loaded it.
Yeah.
Which Man on Fire, I think, did a lot better than Incorrigible.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that story, it's fine that he picks where that is, but Netflix signed off on it. Netflix saw it, put it out there, and was like, this is what I'm backing.
Right, Netflix.
So it almost seems like they're still against Louis.
They also dropped him.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because I think he had a movie deal with them.
But it scares me that that there might not be a
return for him.
Yeah, special. Because who's going to pick up the Louis special then?
Amazon.
Will they,
HBO.
Though?
I mean, maybe HBO's.
It's hard to say. It's just it.
Nobody watches HBO specials anymore, which is unfortunate. Amazon. I mean, Jim Gaffigan just put a special on Amazon. So I don't know.
I won't go out of my way to watch that.
Yeah.
I would just wish that people did what Brian Callen did. Fucking take ownership of it.
Put it all on YouTube.
Put it on YouTube.
You can do that.
I almost think that
it's weird that you say Brian Callen over Andrew Schultz.
I mean, Andrew Schultz doesn't put full specials. He just does his.
Yeah, but it is a full.
I mean, he
special.
is the first person to do it.
Yeah.
But I like that Brian Callen just dropped his because he couldn't find somebody to take it.
I haven't seen it.
Really,
the Brian Callen one.
I like it. I think that you've probably seen like a lot of the bits from it.
Probably
because you've seen his stand up. But yeah, it's good. I liked it a lot. I think that's a route that I'd be all right with because I'm pretty sure that people are like hesitant on buying Theo Von's like hour.
Buying it
or like purchasing it for Netflix or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So it's like almost he should do that.
Is Theo on Netflix? Yeah. I mean, he has
one on Netflix.
So is he going to put the next one?
I think.
Is he going to put the next one there?
Hopefully. I mean, that's what I'd hope for is that he gets something from Netflix because that's obviously the best financial route. Like if you get a Netflix special, that's just...
I don't know if it's the best financial route, but it seems like the best route because more people they promote pretty well on it. I don't know.
It's still probably the best financial route. I mean, who's going to give him more money? Unless it's like the only other route, right, is Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan, or like one of those big names, and it's like, oh, I'm Amazon. Let me strong arm you guys because I naturally have more money than you, Netflix. So here,
you see all the top people, but like the middling people to the bottom, I don't think they're not getting nearly as much. So you might have like you might have like an Amazon or
Netflix is like boxing though.
But you might have like an HBO or like an Amazon.
You're still making if you're on Netflix, you're making good money. You're making very good money on Netflix.
I'm just saying, okay.
Even the middle lower people.
Why did this guy's toast go to Facebook? You know,
Facebook has the money.
I know, but I'm saying like a company like that can.
But they're not going. But Disguised Toast was like the top of what he did in Twitch.
Yeah,
like he was always the number one streamer.
I'm just saying,
like he went from 20,000 viewers to like 5,000 viewers now or whatever
on Facebook.
Like he was getting 20,000 viewers on Twitch, which means that he was at high up.
I'm just saying it's very possible for like an Amazon to like give them more money.
Disguised Toast is like a John Mulaney.
Okay.
So what's like he's that big.
Yeah.
And John Mulaney obviously sells out, I'm pretty sure, arenas. So like he's a big person. Whereas Theo Von, I mean, I don't know if he'd be like the same net worth.
I think everybody wants to go on Netflix because it just has like the bigger reach. And if you look at like ticket sales after, maybe
like I said, I don't think that somebody that's like middle of the pack can just be like go to Amazon and be like, oh, give me more than what Netflix is going to give me. I don't think that they'll do that.
I have no idea. I'm just saying it's possible.
That's the reason why Amazon and them don't do well is because clearly these other like comedians are getting paid a good amount of money to go to Netflix, and they're not offering that on Amazon or HBO.
Would you ever watch Disguised Toast on Facebook Live or whatever?
I'll just watch it on YouTube.
Facebook streaming?
Yeah, I just watch it on YouTube.
I don't know how to work it.
Yeah, it's too hard. It's legitimately because if you watch it on your phone and you full screen it, it pulls up like it's the worst fucking way to stream. Yeah, it's by far the worst. It pulls up like the chat over the fucking like if you have it full screen, the chat is going over.
And you
like
can't disable it.
You can't not that I know of. I haven't figured it out. It's not that user friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also like 50 chromosomes or whatever. But I mean, I'm getting chemotherapy for that, so hopefully I won't have that many.
Has the Mixer thing worked out for Ninja?
Mixer? I mean, definitely worked out this year. That guy had 2 million subs.
Yeah.
And on Mixer, it's like $6 a sub.
I still haven't.
So that guy made $12 million.
I haven't heard anything about Mixer since it happened.
That guy made $12 million. He made about $20 million off of just subs, and he said that wasn't even like the reason why he moved over.
Yeah.
He said that the sub thing. He said I got to like. I'm pretty sure they said they got paid like a lump sum too. On top of what he's making now.
Because Shroud went to Mixer, right?
Yep.
Has it cracked into the streaming market? Is it like
kind of is, kind of not. I mean, I personally don't get into it, but I'm also not into I'm not into shooters. So like,
do only shooters do it?
I mean, the two biggest shooters got bought out. Shroud, the best shooter in the world, and Ninja. Mm-hmm. I mean, they didn't really buy out many other games. They didn't go. They saw like the two big guys, and they put all their eggs in that basket. which was smart because it also brought like a lot of streamers over too.
Yeah.
Like smaller streamers, like, oh hey, there's going to be this area now where I can stream.
Fortnite's dying, right?
Because they also got Ice Poseidon too.
Did they?
Yeah. They just came out with a new season that I guess is good, but I'm not going to try it.
Nobody's playing. What happened?
It just it ran its course. I don't think that battle royale games are sustainable that well. They're not long term.
It's strange that League of Legends has consisted.
Yeah,
at one of the top. Is it back at the top?
I believe so.
They were on top when that shit meant a lot.
No. World of Warcraft was even top for a while.
Still on top, like they're scared of the drop.
Somebody actually put it a good way today that I was watching his stream. Stay Safe TV. He's a classic WoW player, and somebody in chat was like, "Why do people play WoW or stream WoW? WoW is like a shitty like game to stream." Which watchability it is.
Yeah,
like it's not that fun to watch.
No,
like watching PvP is like whatever. Like PvP is probably the best thing to watch. That's like still whatever. Watching people raid is just like actually one of the most boring things. But the issue is it's the easiest game to stream and do other things. That's why so many good streamers come from World of Warcraft. Is because
you can like interact with everybody.
You're able to interact. Your personality comes through.
Yeah.
Because you're able to just like play. And it like if you look at any of the top streamers, they all came from World of Warcraft.
League of Legends is a hard one to stream.
Yes, it's actually, unless you're good at League of Legends, that's the worst game to stream, I think, because it's the one game where taking your eye off the game, you legitimately just like can lose the game off that.
It's so intensive.
There's like, in total maybe 3 minutes throughout a 45-minute game that you can actually look at.
What? So, of all the positions in League of Legends, right?
Okay.
What is which one do you think is the worst at being the shot caller?
Top.
Top, you think is the worst shot caller?
Probably top, yeah, for sure top, actually.
Why do you think that?
Because they're an island. They don't do anything. They can make 2 shot calls. Late game, hey, I'm going in.
Yeah.
I can go in, I have like this. And I have TP.
I feel like mid is one of the better ones.
Mid's one of the better ones. Jungle's one of the better ones.
And support.
Support's a really good one.
I was gonna say AD is one of the worst.
One of the easiest to
shot call
team fights.
I disagree because as AD, I think you have to like be mechanically like inclined, and also shot calling is just like a really hard thing to do.
Yeah, I mean AD and top are probably the 2 hardest shot call as.
You think top because it's like you just don't have that much impact?
You don't have, yeah. I mean, like you do have a lot of impact, but you don't at the same time. But yeah, it's jungle, mid, and support are the ones that should be shot calling, and mid really shouldn't be it because it just like it's too mechanically.
You know how
jungle's probably the best.
North America got the first, like their first in World of Warcraft or whatever. And it was because they had a coach doing all the shot calls, essentially. What are your thoughts that if they did it in League of Legends, where they just have a 6th person just shot calling everything instead of like?
It would change. It would make things completely different.
It would change everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the team that does it it would just improve it?
If one team had it and another team didn't, it would.
You think that team would win?
Yeah. Because think if you. Even when you're playing TFT, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have to make the decisions. And I'm just telling you what to buy. Hey, there's that. It makes it that much easier for you because you're able to worry about something else. You're able to worry about your mechanics.
In modern sports, the coach calls everything right there. It's weird that when it comes to esports,
he's not in your ear when you're playing though.
That's true.
You're that's.
But you have like. Once a game starts, you have time to time out.
Yeah, but in League of Legends, you also set up your team comp.
Yeah,
who's in, who's out, stuff like that.
And I guess when it comes to best of series, you get every medal.
It's very similar in League and sports right now, so it's not too far off. I think that, like I said, if one team didn't have a coach, like if one coach was just there, like looking over, live spectating. and was able to like shot call, it'd be night and day. Team, if that team was the only team that did it and played against every other League of Legends team, they'd win every single game.
Yeah, probably.
Even like a shitty team, I think.
Probably.
I think that you could take the last place North American team, as long as you have like a good shot caller, good coach, they'd be able to make them an undefeated team.
Yeah, probably.
Because all these players are clearly there for a reason, because they're mechanically good. They're all probably like...
What, like a Reggie? They're like... That guy is such a good coach.
He's not really that.
I mean, think about when
he's a good manager. He's a good...
But whenever he decides to actually come in and coach, that team will usually...
he doesn't come in and coach.
When it comes to like the boot camps, he's not like there on the...
I mean, yeah.
When he's directly involved into it instead of just like a background, because
it's night and day, yeah.
Because when he was in the background, they just weren't anything, now he's like having another like.
Oh, is he doing it again?
Yeah, that's why they're like a top team again. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Have you been watching like the TSM series or something?
No, but just like that's when Bjerg was talking about his reasons to stay on the team, he was like Reggie like said he's going to be more involved. So, like, it's just, like, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, also, Bjergsen just has, like, a high respect for Reggie as an owner. I mean, he's a good GM owner. I mean, he's not, like, a good coach. I don't think that he just, like, coaches. And I think that he just accommodates people. And he knows what...
Well, whenever he's directly involved,
he knows
they
what's
end up
needed.
winning.
Because I think that he also knows how, like, a coach should talk to these players, especially Bjergsen. And I think that, like, some coaches just, like, drift off that beaten path when he's not around, and he's able to coach the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that if he went to pick and ban phases and all that stuff, he wouldn't do well.
That's different.
Yeah. No. Did we ever tell this story about the World of Warcraft thing, or were we just going off?
Which one?
Where like North America won their first fucking...
No, I was just I used him as an example.
So in the reason why that was all brought up is World of Warcraft North America won their first first race, which is just a new raid comes out, they raid, end up whoever kills the last boss first wins it. Europe has won it every single time, I think, for the last 3 expansions. Mm-hmm. There hasn't been an expansion that they've lost in a while. And that's every single tier, which it happens probably about 5 times the expansion. Last 3 expansions, about 15 times they've lost. Not even close. Like each time. Also, this is a big thing in the in the World First Race is North America gets access to the raid a day early because we have resets on Tuesdays. Europe has it on Wednesdays. So we technically get into the raid first, 24 hours in advance. So we always get like world first, like 4 bosses. Like the first 4 bosses just go down really easy because
they have an advantage.
So yeah, they have like
and they've been losing.
It's an advantage and it's not, because also then Europe gets to watch the streams, figure out strats, look at logs, stuff like that. They're able to strategize around that. This tier, so this most recent raid, North America was like, okay, we really want to win. They all ended. They teamed up with Complexity, a big gaming organization. They gave them like this whole like area with a bunch of fucking computers, a like workstation where they can like draw on the map, and like they're able to like plan everything out, strategies for each boss, stuff like that. And rather than their tank actually tanking, they got a different guy from Europe, actually. He was originally on that team, or on the other raid in Europe. He came to tank for them, and the guild master and like raid leader just sat out and watched somebody else, and coach from there. Kind of gave like the shot calling and all that, because if you're playing, you're obviously lacking mechanics. You're not playing as good as you can. You can't make all the calls that you could possibly make. It was night and day. They never had they never gave up the lead. That when they killed the boss like 2 days before the other team, so it was like night and day. But it's funny too, because the person that they recruited to like have that guy coach though got bought out by the Europe team again.
Oh, they just rebought him out?
Yeah. Well, he's from Europe. Yeah. So although he was like in the studio, like that like gaming convention area, he was there for that, so he was in North America. But when he raids at home, he's in Europe raiding. So it's like the latency of that, and then
he was raiding from Europe, but for the American.
Yeah.
So like there was
when he it's
in person.
Farm. Yeah. Well, he came for the World Fair shows. So for the first like 3 weeks, he was there.
Okay.
In North America. But he then got bought out by Europe because it's just so hard because he also has a character on the European server.
Yeah.
So he'd have to re-gear that guy up and play all that. And
can you transfer people over? Can you transfer your character?
No, not between like areas.
So how did he fucking play?
He just re-geared up a whole new character.
Oh.
Redid everything on a different character on Europe. And he mained his Europe character after he did the World First Race.
That sucks.
So it was just like lame for him. Also, he was technically already, so the Europe team method, they have like a monopoly.
For these pro teams, does Blizzard give them characters?
No.
They don't do that?
No, because that's like part of the process. The way that they do it too is like it starts a week before normal and heroic get released. And then Mythic's the highest difficulty, the one that actually matters. Mm-hmm. Normal and heroic just gear you up for it. It's all the same fights, but minus like a few mechanics. And like sometimes they add phases to the fight, stuff like that. Well, so like the whole process is properly running the raids. So each person in these top tier guilds will have like 5 characters max level able to clear heroic and sometimes even mythic as well. And what they do is they'll have like in the game it's whatever you loot.
Will everybody have perfect items? Like all the items they need?
Not perfect because it's still RNG, but like how they do it is, so there used to be a master loot where you just get like 6 items and you distribute them. But it was complete random.
Yeah.
Whatever items you got, you just did that. But then like obviously they'd like do multiple runs and they'd funnel like, so what they do is they'd have like, say there was 30 people in the raid, so that way they could get the max amount of gear. They'd have only 10 people on their mains or like 8 people on their mains. And then the alts would be in there solely to get the raid done and gear up those 8. They'd run it like 8 times just to get all 20 people that they needed done. But now they did personal loot. So each person individually loots the boss and they get a piece of gear and they're able to trade it if they have a better item equipped or the same like item level equipped.
Is that a better way to do it?
No, it's so fucking dumb.
It's way worse?
Yeah, because what it results in is they'll run raids with like say like 20 mages in it.
Yeah.
Because they need to gear up like 2 mages. So they'll have 20 mages in there just so that way if they loot an item they can trade it to the 2 mages.
So they have a better chance of getting the mage item?
But it's like it was way better when it was just master loot because you just run, multiple raids and like you'd have people go on the same characters.
So you can get these items that you need faster.
Yeah.
So this takes way longer.
Yeah, and they do that all the week of. So part of the race is gearing up.
The back half of this podcast is just video games.
Just video games, yeah.
It's the easiest way to
to lose all of our viewers.
It's okay. We're tired.
Yeah.
Good night.
Peace.